Oh shit. I remember this place, this art space place. I ended up there a few times on one of my little journeys and shit. It's like that ass to live there. Yeah. Get out of this meeting and shit. No matter what, no matter through my whole shit, there's a tricky ass part. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a tricky part to to become aware of. It's like a little curveball to addiction. It's but being an addict is seen as a negative thing, and we are judging ourselves by it, saying I'm not going to be complete and happy until I'm not this thing that I am, this thing that that the Creator made me. I'm not happy with the way that He made me, or thinking that well, God threw that in there for me to test me to overcome something that is like, how can you overcome what He created you to be? He created you like that for a reason. So it's like, anything like, how am I going to overcome this thing, this trait, instead of calling it, they call it a character defect, like there's no, the nigga made us perfect. We are perfect. We are exactly the fucking way that He created us. And everything we're doing is exactly, He said, exactly that, what He wrote we would do. So it's like, and it's tricky because it is no matter what, everybody's going to see, yeah, you do drugs, that's something bad, and that's something negative, and you need to change it. You need to change it when everything, but to change this thing that they even say, it's a disease and we're going to have it for life. It's you could never make a normal drinker or a normal user, like somebody that can just use and just not, like it's not nothing. You could never make one of those out of a fucking alcoholic. So it's like, it's tricky. It's definitely like a curveball for the mind, we were talking about, they're always talking about willingness, and the things that people talk about when they, willingness, there's different levels of understanding, actually different worlds to understanding that this person's world, they understand willingness is this and that in their world, and this person is different from theirs, and everything is like, I don't know, frequency, of the frequency of understanding that they're at, and it's where they're at and their growth, their attribute bar, their attributes and shit from like the game and shit, where their character is at, their avatar is at in the game, and like willingness is like fucking means like shit. Like, if I think about willingness, I'm like, willingness, it just says being willing, and and there's no, to me, before there used to be like, oh, I gotta be willing to do this and willing to do that, what I'm saying, and it just means willingness. It doesn't say willingness and not willingness, not, I'm willing to do this but I'm not willing to do that, Now it just means, to me, means willing to do whatever. Willing to do, and yeah, am I willing to stop the fucking destruction or the negative, the storm that comes when I use, am I willing, yeah, that's it. Everybody wants to be willing to do that. That's like what most, what pretty much the fucking a lot of people would say, which that's the crowd, you know what I'm saying? That's but am I willing to take the path less beaten, taking the path less beaten, take more of a beating, in the physical world, take more of a beating, and everybody is you'll be persecuted for taking that path, because everybody's gonna see it as something, as you're doing something negative, and you're doing something that's not normal, and you're doing something that is fucking stupid as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like look, you do this, bad stuff happens. You do this, and then that bad stuff stops happening. But I'm willing. My willingness means I'm willing to do whatever. Reckless abandon. To live in reckless abandon, no fucks given. That means shit, man. I don't give a fuck about what my brain, what the third dimension, world, material world is telling me, that is accepted. Am I willing to follow my heart, to walk with my heart, with my feeling, what I feel that I want to do, like, instead of fucking being like, I can't say I love being sober. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I love every part of my life. I love every part of my life. I'm not like judging my life and saying this is a acceptable part of my life and this is not an acceptable part of my life, because God wrote my shit. And I'd be like, look, nigga, I don't like this shit that you wrote for me, so I'm gonna fucking go ahead and change it. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's not acceptance, and that's not willingness. Am I willing? I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get to where I'm supposed to go. And not stop along the way. Stop somewhere because it's comfortable for me. Like this is a comfort zone, because now people accept me. Now I'm living in comfort in this physical world, because comfort is not your friend, is how I understand it. Comfort is the opposite of where I'm supposed to go. And it sounds dumb to me. It sounds dumb to me, but that's my brain telling me that's, I know the difference. I could hear the difference between what my brain is telling me and what my heart is telling me. You know what I'm saying? My brain is gonna tell me, nah, I don't want to do no fucking drugs, man. I don't want to fucking get fucked up, and I don't want to do that shit, because all this bad shit, all this negative shit happens, and hard shit, hard, difficult shit happens, So, like, when I could just stay cruising on fucking easy street and, live in fear of something that is taught to me, in my brain, to fucking, that I should be in fear of. I should be in fear of this, sticking a needle in my arm. I should be in fear of drinking. I should be in fear of this shit. When, my heart is gonna, like, nigga, I like getting fucked up. I'm not doing it now because I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? That's just where I'm at. It doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean that this is where I want. This is why I just want to stay right here, and like this is where I want to stay. I don't want no fucking curves and twists in my road. No fucking ramps. I don't want to be jumping no ramps. I'm cool just like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not to me, that's like I'm off my path of growth. There can be no victory without a battle, is what Big Dog told me. There could be no victory without a battle. So it's like, hey, I'm not battling shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm running away from the fucking battle when my heart tells me, look, nigga, I'm tired of this whack ass, boring ass shit. It's time to make a change. Let's get lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, am I running from that shit? Like, I could try to, but eventually it happens. You know what I'm saying? Eventually it happens. I'll just be stuck in this loop and living depressed and in fear, fucking walking on eggshells, white knuckling it, because I'm like, no, nigga, no. Like, my brain's telling my heart, like, no, hell no, man. Like, don't do it. Don't get high. Don't do it. Like fucking, like the two worlds are fighting when I could just, like, I guess let go and let God. Just let go, man. Just let go of the steering wheel. Stop trying to grab the steering wheel and just fucking go with it. And have faith that shit. The niggas, if I follow my heart, my Jesus, Jesus is the heart and Satan is the brain, I could, fucking take that leap of faith and say, hey, shit, well, fuck, man, I don't feel like fucking sticking a needle in my arm. Or I feel like blazing this blunt. You know what I'm saying? Even though everything in the physical world is telling me not to, am I willing to fucking follow take the path, you know what I'm saying? And take that leap of faith that I don't need to know where it's going to take me. I know that I'm going to grow, that I'm going to go. I know I'm going to go. I'm going into a storm. I know it. You know what I'm saying? I know it, but do I have the faith, strong enough faith to know that Big Dog's going to fucking get me through it? And at the other end, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like fuck, I gotta run right into this motherfucking storm. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. That's what I gotta do. Like I don't gotta. I can fight it. I can fight it. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Or I could just accept it. And be willing to. I'm aware that. I'm aware of which is which, which is that is either to run from the path, you know what I'm saying, which is following the heart is treacherous. The heart is treacherous. It's a treacherous ass path, but I know that's where I'm supposed to be going. And it doesn't mean that I gotta be fucking. I'm consumed by this fucking by drugs and I'm gonna be stuck in limbo. No, I just know that I gotta go into the storm and the nigga's gonna get me out of it. It's like, damn, if I feel it, it's like cool, fucking there could be some homelessness, there could be there's gonna be some all these fucking things that go along with it. There could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's probably going to be. But do I have faith that, taking that path that, and being in acceptance, knowing that there is nothing wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with anybody. There's nothing that I need to fix. There's nothing that I need to fix. The nigga's not testing. The nigga's not testing nobody. You know what I'm saying? He's not testing you. He's not testing. If testing you all they're doing is making you aware of shit. You ain't testing anybody. Like, nigga, you failed. You just failed the test and you're fucked. I'm like, no, it's not there's no test, you know what I'm saying? There's no test. It might feel like a test. There's shit that feels like tests, but it's not a fucking test. Like, nigga, okay, are you gonna fix, I throw your burdens on me, but the burden of you being a drug addict, I'm gonna leave that to you, and you make sure you figure that shit out and you fix that shit your fucking self, You fix that yourself. Throw all your other burdens on me. Like, nah, I didn't say any shit like that. You know, they didn't say any shit like that. You know, I know motherfuckers will turn to their fucking, grab their God's true word. You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know yet. You don't even know yet. So it's okay. You know, it's okay that you don't know yet. You know, don't let ego get you mad and all riled up in your fucking and make it fuck your world up inside you. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you don't know yet, it's okay not to know. It's okay not to know. You know, fucking what is it? What does not knowing mean? You know, it doesn't mean shit. It just means you don't know. You know when you know. You only know what you know. It's as simple as that. It doesn't have anything to fucking do with besides the ego. You know, it has no bearing on happiness, on your happiness. You know what I'm saying? Unless you let it, because you start judging yourself and making and not knowing shit. I know that shit makes not knowing shit and frustration and shit brings on anger. You know what I'm saying? And not only anger to to other, you know, directed at other people, but it's directed at yourself. You know, directed at yourself out of the frustration. It's like, for what? You're fucking up your shit for no reason. You're fucking up your shit for no reason. You know, it doesn't, like, what does not knowing matter? It doesn't matter shit. You know, so like, just where I'm at is yeah, I know that willingness is, there's more to it. I'm on a different level of understanding of willingness. It just means willingness. Just like believing, there's different levels to being a believer, to believing. There's different levels to that shit. Now, you know, there's a level where he just said believe, you know, believe a bunch of times. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say believe in what your brain tells you to believe in. He says do not lean on your own understanding. Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't follow the teachings of man. You know, and the teachings of man is everything that you've learned on this fucking earth while you were a man was teachings of man, and all that shit is your brain. You know what I'm saying? There's like so many different little tricky ass shit that's put in the Bible that's basically telling you, nigga, your brain is some shit. Well, why did God create your brain? Like, he didn't create it for nothing. He created it for whatever the fuck it's for. You know what I'm saying? But then but he also told you don't follow the teachings of man and don't lean on your own understanding. So fucking, you know, adding shit onto it from what you understand is, you know, is some tricky ass shit right there, because your ego is gonna flip back around and it's gonna say all that shit like don't follow teachings of man and don't lean on your own understanding, and then your ego's gonna go around and goose you from the back and be like, well, nigga, but this and this and this, nigga, and this, you know, and then this and this, and it's gonna sprinkle a little bit of more of this and that and this on top of it. When, nigga, just, like, if you're keeping it simple and just going by, like, this is what this says, and that's all that matters. You know, that's all I need to understand is this right here. I don't need to fucking add on any shit, you know what I'm saying, to that, you know, shit that I understand. I don't need to add on anything. Fuck it. You know, so like, and don't judge. I can't judge. Don't judge everything. Don't judge except for, you know, the different levels to judging. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't judge, and you go through the different levels of, oh, okay, don't judge this, and this. Don't judge other people. Okay, then now a little bit more of an understanding of don't judge this and that until you get to the level of, nigga, don't judge a fucking thing. Don't judge a motherfucking thing. Have no duality about any fucking thing, because everything is created by God. Everything is his will. So what the fuck? Why the fuck would you waste time in your life, in your head, thinking that having any opinion about, well, this is some bullshit right here, and this is and I don't like that shit, I hate that shit, and this is that, and fucking this is good and this is bad and this is, like fucking, because what you think is good, what you think is bad is fucking like different for everybody, like fucking, it just depends how your story is, like what you've been programmed through the information you've taken in in your experience. It's gonna be different, and that nigga made it like that. So for different experiences, so everybody is unique. There's not any need to judge any fucking thing. There's no need to judge anything. So it's pretty fucked up. I mean, because the game is it's got some tricky shit in it, man. He threw some curveballs in there. Being like being in acceptance, there's different levels to that shit. So you accept everything else, but you don't accept that God made you a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to know what reason. You don't need to know the reason. You don't need to know none of that shit, nigga. You don't need to know shit. Because what the fuck does you knowing mean anything? That doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit to his plans. It doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? You understanding some shit ain't gonna make his plans work. The plan that is everything. God's plan that is everything. You understanding anything doesn't fucking mean shit, nigga. You ain't making nothing happen. You ain't the nigga. You ain't that nigga that's making shit happen. It's already done. Plan's already done. Plan's already drawn up. We're just experiencing it. You know what I'm saying? There's not nothing that anybody can do or say that's gonna make or break the fucking plan at any point. Never. There's nothing. There ain't nothing to fucking worry about. There's nothing to worry about. Just experience. Just live through your, enjoy your fucking experience. Enjoy and love your experience. Stop looking and judging other motherfuckers' experience based on your experience. It doesn't, it's pointless. Shit is pointless to do, besides fucking your own world up, having judgment and putting and classifying things as, I don't like this and I don't like that and I hate this and this is bad and this is not bad. Like, it's pointless, man. It is what it is, but it's pointless, like fucking everything is fucking written. Everything is written. Motherfuckers might be, well, if it's written, then what the fuck should I do? Like, it's written, but you don't know what is written. You don't know what's written. Yeah, you can change, you can do this, you can do that. It's written, but you don't know what's written. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what that nigga, you don't know what it is. You don't know. You don't know. It could be exactly what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? It could be exactly what you're gonna do, or exactly what you're not gonna do. It's exactly what you do, or what you don't do is exactly what's written. The plan does not need anybody to fix any fucking thing. Just do what you're doing and enjoy your life. You love that shit. Love the highs. Love the lows. Loving the lows. Fucking the lows are what storms that we got to go that we go through to help us to grow. And it's not. It doesn't need. You don't need to understand how is this gonna make? How is this gonna do? How is this gonna make me grow? Like, no, it just does it by itself. It just does it by itself. It's just like a fucking video game. You endure and obey. You obey your heart, nigga, and endure that treacherous ass path. Nigga, and then when you get to the other side, there's going through that dark, there's going to be light. Light, which is love, which is information that's gonna shine light on things that were once in the dark, that you didn't see, that you didn't understand, you weren't aware of at first. Which is going to bring about peace inside of you. You know, heaven is here. Heaven is here. Heaven is inside of you. Heaven is inside of you. You know, it's going to be. He's gonna make heaven inside of you, which inside of you, looking through your eyes, and what you perceive in your world and your universe, that is through your eyes, is going to be, is he's going to bring peace and paradise. You know, what you feel inside, you create your own reality. Boom, and that's what it's going to be. You know, however you make it, what you know. So shit is fucking really fucking crazy as fuck. Crazy as fuck. You know, there's nothing a motherfucker needs to do externally. You know, I'm gonna change the world by doing this and by doing that. Like nobody doesn't. He don't need you to do a motherfucking thing. Except for fiction, it's inside of you. You know, there's nothing a motherfucker needs. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers that are doing shit, you know, that nigga tells motherfuckers to do shit. There's motherfuckers out there that, you know, how do you know that this motherfucker's didn't come by and talk to you and give and that, you know, gave you a little conversation that made you feel a little better and shit. How do you know that God didn't tell that motherfucker to do that shit? Look, nigga, you go do this shit. Because it did. No. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Stupidest motherfucker alive. But I know how to obey and endure. You know what I'm saying? A nigga tells me do this and do that and shut the fuck up. I mean, that's, you know, you don't need to know. You don't need to know what it's gonna do or what it's for. You don't need to know. Just do it and know and know that it's written and it's part of the plan, and everybody's part of the plan is valid for the entire plan to work, and nothing can fuck the plan up. Nothing and nobody can. There's nothing to worry about. Everything's good. Everything's happened. Everything is on time. Everything is on time for everybody, and wherever you at is just where you at. It's on the quarter, nigga. Bless. Me. Yo, word God. You the fat one.